Hi guys, it's Simon C. Welcome to this new AI radar with my 3 favorite artificial intelligence news for today. The AI Sparsity challenge, deep learning shapes deep learning brand, cracker-sized solar-powered AI hardware. ZDNet artificial intelligence and machine learning writer unrelated reports that Gopi Prashant, head of engineering at Landing AI, run by former Google AI luminary Andrew Ng, states that deep learning excels in areas where there's tons of data available, but now the field must now tackle the problem of sparsity, instances where there are very few examples of a problem on which to train. Ng and his team want to put AI to work for business, and that requires using techniques such as machine learning in some setting where there might be very few good examples of a problem to use to train the machine. We are going into areas that are not traditionally tech heavy like manufacturing, says Prashant, like a manufacturing line for autos, for example. The point is that, for example, maybe 1 in 1,000 products are faulty. 2 at the most. Humans can take the 2 examples and generalize from them very well, but to teach a machine to use a few samples of data is a very hard technical problem to solve. It's one of the key challenges we have to work on, said Prashant. The problem of sparsity goes to the heart of where deep learning and other AI approaches break down. Prashant suggests not many people are looking into the problem of generalizing from sparse data. DeepCube brings deep learning into edge devices to make truly autonomous decisions, and brand agency Rainfall helped it create an identity for their AI that behaves similar to a human personality due to the competitive nature of the artificial intelligence space and DeepCube's advancement in sparsified neural networks. They wanted to create an identity that spoke to their expertise but didn't expose the details of their approach. So Rainfall worked alongside DeepCube's leadership team to abstract their message through specific use of iconography and language that appears potential partners while keeping competitors uninformed about the details of their activities. On Medium, founder Mark Anderson writes that using deep learning and various inputs, the brand mark, in form of a cubic framework, reacts to its audience, whether that is a person or situation, and presents a distinct version of itself. It remembers that encounter, and in the case of a repeat meeting, will present that store logo back to its audience. This combination of art and science expresses the power of possibilities and possibilities of DeepCube's cognitive computing, added Anderson. Edge computing means relying on a device, CPU or GPU, to leverage artificial intelligence for analysis instead of sending data back and forth to an AI in the cloud. DeepCube's proprietary deep learning platform generates neural networks that use up to 100 times less processing power and memory, enabling new opportunities. Indeed, the processes that make up AI are often resource-intensive, sucking up CPU time and battery power. Photographer Devin Caldaway writes on TechCrunch that power was the bottleneck that Xnor's hyper-efficient edge machine learning models overcome, indeed, so efficiently that a $5 Raspberry Pi Zero can perform state-of-the-art computer vision processes nearly as well as a supercomputer. Then the team came up with the crazy goal of making an AI platform that doesn't need a battery at all. And less than a year later they'd done it. Codaway says that the device Farhadi and hardware engineering head Samanadari Parisi showed him was the device they showed him was very simple, as it is made of a tiny camera with a 320 by 240 resolution, an FPGA loaded with the object recognition model, a bit of memory to handle the image and the camera software, and a small solar cell. A very simple wireless setup lets it send and receive data at a very modest rate. Additionally, this thing has no power, said Farhadi. In fact, the processor needs about 100 millivolts coming in to work, the kind of power usually associated with solar-powered calculators. It's a $2 computer with an uber crappy camera, and it can run state-of-the-art object recognition, continued enthusiastically Farhadi. You can stick the cracker-sized board everywhere and it can detect in a fraction of a second whether and where a person or car or bird or whatever is in its field of view and relay that information wirelessly. The breakthrough here isn't really that there's now a solar-powered smart camera. It's the fact that a sophisticated deep learning model can run on a computer that costs pennies and uses less power than your phone does when it's asleep, recounts Codaway. This isn't a product, Farhadi said of the tiny hardware platform. It's an enabler. Okay guys, it's all for today. See you next time with AI Radar. Bye.